What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Killer B. They show sponsored by Common Sense. I can understand. Wait, I messed that up. They show sponsored by Common Sense. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Man, you people don't lost their damn mind. And I keep telling y'all, I don't know how many more videos I gotta do. I gotta do a lot more videos. Yeah, what can I say? What more can I say? They done lost their mind again. It was 2000. No, it was before that. There was a Hebrew Israelite prophecy or whatever you want to call it, where they thought they was taking the kingdom back in the early 1900s, if I'm not mistaken, right? Then we had the one that I was involved with, the 2000 prophecy, where Yahweh Shai supposed to fall through the clouds and stuff, and we're gonna take back the kingdom. Then I heard it again for 2022. Now it's 2024/25. Yes, people, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all see the title. These Hebrew Israelite nuts are planning for their Messiah to come back in 2024 so they could gain their superpowers and be able to fly and have superhuman strength to defeat the United States government, the whole nation of America, and the Caucasian race and every other race or ethnic group that doesn't believe or they don't believe is part of their nation must die. And let's not forget, the 2/3 of their nation are going to die at the hands of them. Not the hands of God, at the hands of them. So welcome to the Killer B Show. Got the show and prove again. Yo, what up, Nagy? You already know the link up in the chat. You already know what time it is. But and there's people out there believing this. And how this came to my attention was that a man on another subject, he said, well, you wait to 2024, and we gonna see. Y'all gonna be put to death. The 2/3 gonna be put to death. And 2/3 was including me. He called me a 2/3, right? So all y'all Bible thumpers out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Wow, well. So I'm supposed to die 2024. Majority of all my viewers and stuff are Hebrew Israelites that don't believe in that crap. They're gonna die. All the Comedics supposed to die. The white people, the Indian people, this group, I don't think believes that Native Americans are Israelites. So Native Americans gonna go. They believe. So you got all these different groups of people that they plan on killing, right? And it's supposed to only be 144,000 of them that's going to be doing the killing. Put Nagy up in here. Main man Nagy, what's happening, Nagy? What's going on, Nagy?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
good?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, good. Yeah, so who's the group that's doing this? What's the name of the group?
It's like it looks like somebody that might have, I'm not sure. Like somebody might have spun off of IUIC. Because their logo and the way like they colors and all that stuff, it has a real IUIC vibe to it. And you know, a lot of these people aren't creative, so they have to like swagger jack off the backs of another group to try to come up.
Yeah.
And I thought it was Israel United in Christ at first. It's called Israel Rising in Christ.
No,
like I said, no creativity at all.
And also they ripped off the worst one, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're running this cult, this Hebrew Israelite cult is running the same game, yo. They're running the same game that they ran in 2000, right? When I was a part of it. The same brand, they even send the same scriptures, right? And what they did in 2000 was say that, hey, the last 15 minutes, they're like, guess what? Yahweh Shai ain't coming back. He was just testing us. So what did Yahweh Shai call you on the phone? Do you have do Elder Tahar have a breastplate with the Urim and Thummim on it? Did the Most High speak through the Urim and Thummim and said, "Hey, I'm not sending Yahweh Shai today"? Is that what happened, or was that something where to see how much money your members could give up to you, or how dedicated your members were to you, and how what's the word? How loyal they are to what you say and your commandments and your commands that you give them. Because at that time, brothers in the school, they was quitting their jobs. They were selling all of their possessions. So they was partying like a rock star. You yarn like a motherfucker. Buying your yarn, lamb, all types of shit. They having that December 31st before the new year. Woo, I bet they was partying like I don't know what. Yahweh Shai coming back tomorrow.
All that alcohol probably made their brains turn to mush.
Yep. But I know they got a reality check when Yahweh Shai didn't show up, and they got their non-believing wives at home looking at them like they a goddamn fool cause this motherfucker done made her he done sold everything out the house. She probably at work. He's selling everything in there. The VCR, the damn that like black people say, the VCR, selling the VCR, selling the telephone. Says probably was returning chicken they brought from the grocery store.
Stuff like that. Crazy stuff. Like when there was a time people thought that the end of the world was near, and they created bunkers. And this cult was like happened to be a spiritualist cult.
Yep. And what's happening now? You got these doomsday preppers doing the same thing today. They buying all types of stuff. Oh, it's about to go down. They buying all types of stuff. I was on that shit. Now I just got a whole goddamn corner room full of can. I gotta get rid of these goddamn canned goods.
So yeah, the weird thing about what I just mentioned is that those guys were white people.
Yeah.
They were white people who did it because of a group called the Church Universal and Triumphant.
Ooh.
If you've never heard of those guys, it's a wild trip. Read up about it.
I definitely will check that out. What's up, Big O? How you doing? Good to see you up in here.
Yeah, they were like you know what theosophy is, right? Because that's what they were. That's what they represented, theosophy.
Well, these people are like, and they pray. It's not like the leader. I don't believe in this case the leader believes something is going to happen. The leader is trying to come up. So if he's the only one out here saying this, now I don't find out there's some white people saying this shit too, right? But if he comes out and says this, number one, he's gonna discredit the white people that are saying it, right? The white Christians or whatever they are, cults that are saying it, right? He's gonna discredit them as not having the truth. Only he has the truth now. So, and he probably got the whole idea from them and put his own spin on it and now presenting it to black people. And most of these black people, they're like poor. A lot of them, some of them have
I can't hear you anymore. Whatever you were saying, it stopped.
Do it. It's saying that Yahweh Shai coming back in 2024. So you got loved ones at home and stuff. Your wife probably don't believe. Your children, your wife ain't letting them go to that damn place, right? You got your aunts, your uncles, your grandmama, your granddaddy, all your family members, right? Now you got this new cult religion, and now Christ is coming back. So you trying to save all these people that you cared about, right? Now, when they don't listen to you, guess what they're going to become? They're going to become demons. They're going to go from your favorite uncle, your loving mother, your loving father, your kids, your wife, your husband. They are going to become demons. So when they become demons, guess where all your love goes? To the cult. Right to the cult. And now you got this prophecy that's so strong. And what are you going to do? You're going to start working on other people outside of your family. You're going to be working on your friends, your people that work, the dude that ride with you see every day on the bus or the train. You go for your walks in the morning, the people you walk by walking their dog that you speak to briefly. You're like, yo, you know you an Israelite? And they be like, huh? And then they be like, what? You didn't know? And, yo, my boy Tim. I wish I could get him up on here right now. He had a dude. He moved to North Carolina, right? And some dude rode up on him. He was a neighbor or whatever, and tried to get him into the Hebrew Israelite. It said the dude wouldn't stop, shut the fuck up. And he figured something was up with it. He was like, this sounds like that shit Killer B be talking about. This shit. So my boy, he hit me up. He my friend. I know some real little kids and shit, right? He was like, yo, what the hell is this shit? I said, that nigga Hebrew Israelite, nigga, get away from that nigga. He said, that's what I thought. I was like, I knew you would know what the fuck this shit was all about. And the guy kept coming around, giving them all these little videos to watch and all this stuff. Watch this, bro. Watch this. This is the truth. This is the truth. And that's the kind of stuff that they do. It's like, it's sad. It's very sad. But I looked at the video that this guy did. Y'all can look it up on your own. I'm not going to discuss how he breaks it down. I'm going to go a little bit into it, but I'm definitely not going to go in depth, like play the video and do my comment. No, it's that retarded. And I heard it all before. So I want to know what makes his one right any different than the 2000 one. And you know, what did it for the people back then was they would say, okay, Christ is coming back in the year 2000, right? How do we know that? Christ said, I will be back in 2 days. Said he's going to return in 2 days. So then you get the scripture, because you know the Hebrew Israelites is precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, and all that shit, right? Now, Christ said he come back in 2 days. Now, they got the scripture say, a day unto the Lord is 1,000 years. So they take that as a code, like they code breakers or something. Like the Bible was written in code. Oh, a day in the Lord is 1,000 years. So that means Yahweh Shai coming back in 2,000 years. So that's where the 2,000 year prophecy came from. And then they had the other scripture. What was it? A time. It'd be that like the times. And they bring this up in this new prophecy, right? The times and the dividing the times and all this shit. How the white man going to try to change the times, throw off the time Yahweh Shai supposed to come back. But last I heard, Yahweh say he coming like a thief in the night. He ain't got no date on him, no expiration date, no ETA. You know what I'm saying? Hit my like button and shit. The one motherfuckers up in here. Right? So it's, I don't know what else to tell these niggas out here, yo. I really don't. And there's people that believe this.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's
my
that's
thing is,
really that's really
go ahead.
embarrassing. But you know, you know who I saw that is also making himself look stupid?
Oh,
The guy that I was saying I was gonna drop all that stuff on, Chris Harris. He went
yeah.
live,
I just
literally
heard him
live.
say that nobody has the balls. All those people, they call us trolls. I don't know. Understand how they calling us a troll? When all I
I
do is tell the truth about this moment.
I don't know
Like when
either,
I'm
but he
trolling, like when I'm talking, just having fun. Y'all know I'm having fun. Like with JJ stealing the dog, that was having fun because I already beat a dead. I'm beating a dead dog, so like I'm just gonna have a little fun, right? But all that was strictly business. That was business as usual. That wasn't a troll session. Trolls just make
yeah,
up shit.
yeah. But here's the messed up part. The messed up part is he blocked me, and that's his way of running.
Who else does that? He blocked.
Oh,
No, know what he just said too? That nobody has the guts. None of these people have the guts to come on here and have an intelligent conversation with.
but he blocked me. That's the weird part.
Yeah, that's weird. The one person that sit there of all people that would have an intelligent conversation with.
Like, I have no issue with the dude. The thing is, I could sit there and have a civil conversation with him, but he
Yep.
blocked me.
Yeah. Why? Because he already know what time it is. He can't have Nagy Springfield over there beating up on him.
Because it would be a massacre, and it would be one of those slow massacres where you see the guy getting his throat, jacked with a tiny knife.
Yep. It's a shame. And we have to watch out for all of these people that are like this. There's a reason they do. Like people that are just YouTube personalities, celebrities, whatever you want to call them. I ain't got no issues with them. Like they can talk as much crap. They can say a bunch of pseudo ass this ridiculous stuff, right? But they're not changing lives. In a way they are, but the way that I'm looking at it, they're not. They're not taking the family structure away from the person. They're not trying to take their life decisions and the way they make their life decisions and stuff like that. But these people are, because they're setting up these ideologies that reflect. I'm gonna put. I got to word the shit right. That reflects on their decision making. This period. Like, no, I'm saying, oh, the Europeans, like he calls himself American, but he's quite racist for somebody to be speaking against racism and stuff like that, right? And I'm starting to think he's an well, we know he's an anti-Semite.
Oh yeah. So this is the dude that's gonna tell you white silence is violence. That's my favorite slogan. I love that one because it cracks me
Yep,
up every time. It's the way they can accuse you of doing something without doing something.
right. And back on the subject though, Nagy, I'm gonna tie it all in. We're gonna try to tie it all in.
Right.
But they make this Israelite cult makes a claim that the it started the 400-year prophecy supposed to be ending in 2024, right? Now they say because it started in 1619, right? There was black slaves in Americas before 1619. There were slaves in Florida as early as what? 15 1560 something. What was it, St. Augustine? Then you got South America. So if they're using 1619 and there were other black slaves already here in the Americas before, that's their captivity. And now y'all check out my Wanderer video, you would see that a lot of these slaves were slaves 20 and 30 years before they even got on a boat to come to America, to the Americas. And then you have them in the United States, right? And they want to count from there. Now they're gonna say the white man fucked with the calendar to try to throw us off. Like it's some major conspiracy. Like the white man been knew when Yahweh Shai is gonna return and kill all of them. It's always some big conspiracy, like they're hiding something from us. Just like the Addos. Oh, okay, what would be the purpose to make up this huge elaborate lie to say that all these people came from Africa? Right? But they got the Indians up in the Indian reservation and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the purpose? Like, well, how if obviously they didn't have the slaves that had no power, the African people didn't have no power to defeat them, nothing. So it wouldn't even make sense for them to make up that elaborate lie. The Indians been here. Everybody know that. They still ain't got shit. So what make you think they? We have to give it back to them. No, they don't. They got this motherfucking country fair and square. It ain't their problem and shit. You want to sell some land for some goddamn bead necklaces and shit? Like, know what I'm saying? Like, it's some fucked up shit. It's some fucked up shit. Some of the shit that happened, but some of the shit that they claim happened didn't happen. But just like the whole math, they killed all these motherfuckers. No, disease killed the majority of these Native Americans in America.
Well, I'll
the
give
islands
you
and stuff.
I'll give you an example
Disease.
of a people that actually got legitimately screwed over by the colonizers.
Uh-huh.
You know the story of Hawaii?
Yeah, and I think Josh went in on that. Josh did a video on that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so in
But
short,
go ahead.
the Hawaiians were actually a country. They actually had a country. And the United States came in and forced the king and queen into exile. That's where the song Aloha Oi came from. Because the queen wrote that song before she was forced to leave her country.
Wow.
The whole thing was actually quite a bit depressing, and I've read about it. It's really sad. It's like, because the Hawaiians didn't have the resources to fight America, they lost. They basically got kicked out.
Right. But when we see things like that, right now, people want they shit back. People want they want their land, their homes back. Yeah, they can complain about it, but you think these people gonna give it back? No, they ain't gonna ever happen unless there's a reason or a benefit to the people that own it now to give it back to them. Other than that, they can forget that. This is just world history. When the Romans or whatever came up in Egypt and took that shit, that was the end of it. That's just it. And people are gonna live their normal life. And what it is, just like these crazy Hebrew Israelites, they're trying to use their Bible to scare people or I don't know what the hell they trying to do, to think they're gonna be killing everybody on the earth. Like, I really like that's just crazy as hell. But the Afrocentric comedians and all that stuff, they want that also. They might not be as upfront because they don't have a doctrine to push that, right? The Hebrew Israelites do. They got a book, they got a Bible, that one of the most known books in the world, to push it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got one in their house. Some motherfuckers that not even that religion, they still got a Bible in their house somewhere. Right? And they could be like, oh, what? It say that? And they could go look it up and be like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? But the Kemetic people and stuff, they don't got that. So they gotta rely on other stuff like a lot of conspiracy theory shit. They false information. Oh, we're the rulers. Those mummies are not white. They're black. They're lying to us. But These supposed to be the smart Negroes in this whole underground cult conscious / whatever conscious community, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah,
Sector or thing, circle.
it's like what I was talking to you about over the phone, how there's all these books that were written by guys like Malachi Z. York with Masonic logos on them.
Yeah. It's all bullshit. All bullshit. All of it. Elijah Amen Raw. What the fuck is Elijah Amen Raw shit? Like, what the fuck is that?
It's something he made up, just like he had
Yup.
that Holy Seat Baptist Synagogue or whatever.
Yup. I bet he was doing things with them people too, but that's a whole nother video.
That's a whole nother video, but yeah.
Yep. And it's they want to take everything from people because they're not happy with themselves. Oh, somebody, there's no goddamn I'm live and shit. Now he won't call my ass. Hit the like button, y'all. It's like, hold on 1 second. I try to put this thing in the chat here. All right, there you go. Yeah, so it's not cool. Like it really isn't. It is so stupid. And they want to be this. Yeah, this is what I was going. They want to be the smartest. Oh, we're not like those Hebrew Israelites. See, we deal with the text and the text. You can't even read that shit. They give you put that shit in front of your ass, can't read that motherfucking shit. Nor what if you can read it, you don't even know what it's talking about. Know what I'm saying? And they want to make up, and these scholars that they stand behind, they're not even scholars. These people are independent researchers. Half of them with no schooling, or like they might have credentials, degrees and stuff, but the degrees don't be in the subjects that they're talking. Look at Ivan Van Servant, the claims that motherfucker made. Holy shit. You know how many people took that stuff and still use it for today? He is a laughing stock of the world. And all the people that went and followed that and listened to I was introduced to Ivan Van Servant when I was like probably 8 years old in church. Our church, this little kid, was trying to get us to learn about our African roots and all types of stuff like that. Right? And they showed us the book. They came, I think it was called that, what it was called. They came before Columbus or something like that. Right? So it was some propaganda to discredit Christopher Columbus, to say that, the black people was here first. The hell with Christopher Columbus. It is false information. False. The whole world knows it. But you got these people here that's going to say it's true. And what do they have to prove it? Nothing. But the only thing they had to prove, the white man's a liar. He lied to us. I heard somebody the other day I was talking to. As soon as they say the white man, I don't even want to hear no more. Well, white man, no. I'm sorry, conversation over
here. Yeah, that's a good reason to dip out, Oh yeah, thank you. All right, have a nice day.
We got somebody else in here. Oh, we got Siberians up in here. Calling my ass, no, I'm live. And answer the damn phone when I call your ass.
What's up, man? I was watching Morbius with my grandmother. When you called.
What up?
What's up, man?
Nothing much. Y'all volume low as hell for some weird reason.
Hey, can you hear me now?
All right. Oh, no, it was my end. I hear you.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it still is a little low. I don't know why. Nagy's voice is low too.
Okay.
I don't know if it was me. It might be me. Don't worry about it. I can still hear y'all though.
Okay, sounds good. What's the topic?
So Hebrew Israelites. They'll hear your ass now if you gotta unmute or something. Wait, hold on. There we go. So, damn, somebody else with me? Oh, Shamiya. What up? What up, Shamiya?
Yeah. What's up? So continue about what this is about Hebrew Israelites and something else.
Yo, your volume is mad low.
Who mad low?
I don't know what it is. Shit, why is that shit like that? Nagy, can you talk for me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear y'all, but the volume ain't as loud as it was before.
I don't know why. I'm moving closer to the thing.
No, it's all of y'all too. So it must be on my end. I must be
How
did
about
something.
me?
What? I don't know.
Can you hear me good?
Something. Yeah, I hear you guys, but the volume is just like super low.
It's your end, man, because I hear everyone perfectly.
Loud, clear. Wow. Okay. What the hell could this be? Let's see if I can figure it out real quick. Oh, wait, no. I don't know. But so what y'all think about this whole thing with the Israelite group planning to take the kingdom back in 2024?
Is it so? That's news to me. Tell me the backstory on that.
The Hebrew Israelite group have a prophecy that slavery, the 4,000 years that Israel is supposed to be in captivity, is ending in 2024. Now we done heard this shit for 2022. Like a year or two before 2022, there was some Hebrew Israelite that used to wear like a Burger King hat and do videos on Facebook. James Hintzman used to troll me, and James Hintzman used to troll the hell out of him. Right? I used to troll the hell out of those dudes. I think they in South Carolina where you at too.
Oh yeah.
Two booger eating dudes and stuff, right?
Yeah,
and he wear a king crown, and the crown looked like it was a Burger King hat that they put a bunch of like gold foil and shit on and whatnot. It was crazy. But what? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So they said that Christ is coming back, the King David coming back in 2022. And one of them even claimed to be King David.
Oh my God.
And now we hear 2024, Yahweh Shai is coming back. And they're gonna take over the earth. Which includes killing the white people, the ones that they choose to keep, they're gonna keep and put them in chains. They're gonna rape their women and all that stuff. Then they're gonna all the Africans gotta go. They're gonna leave some, the strong ones and stuff, to work in the fields or do whatever. They literally trying to take the world back into the Stone Age and kill the majority, enslave the ones that they want to enslave, and live on this earth like we in the Stone Age.
Right.
That's basically what they want to do. And or the Iron Age and shit, because they're gonna have some swords and shit to chop people's heads off.
On that happening. Are they getting superpowers from Jesus?
Yes. They will get superhuman strength. To be able to fly. To be able to throw cars around and and not be harmed by the thermonuclear destruction. This is another thing that they claim, that the world is going to go by thermonuclear destruction.
Right.
So while they killing all this stuff, there's going to be bombs. Like they believe in a lot of the things to solidify their thing, because the scriptures talk about this bear and that's going to come from the north. And people say that the symbol of Russia is the bear. So with all the controversy stuff going on with Russia now, so they saying, oh, Russia is about to go off on America and start throwing those nuclear bombs over here.
Okay.
So with that, they're using that to say that, okay, that's the prophecy that's in the Bible. And they talk about the fuels of fire, right? And these fiery arrows. So they use that. They say, well, bro, they didn't know what a missile was back then. That's the best way they could interpret it. Because they saying these people saw visions. So these visions, they saw these things that look like burning arrows and fuel of fire. So those are the nuclear missiles that they claim.
Okay.
That are going to come to the United States and destroy the United States.
Because
they say like the Greeks, the Romans, the Irish, and all the white people in the world, even though they got different countries and shit, they all say that they Esau. So they said they're represented by the eagle. So we know that the Roman Empire used the eagle, right? And the United States used the eagle. Now they showed us something years ago too that helped solidify all this way of thinking. It was the movie, I want to say Gladiator, but I remember it had Julius Caesar or something like that in the movie, but he gets up out of off his throne, and the back of the throne was the United States symbol with the eagle with the arrows and the olive branch. They used the same symbol.
Yep.
Who's this? Matthews. Damn, he going ham in the chat. What are you saying? Mad Jamie Foxx capitalized off black women, invest in white women. Yeah. Now, what does this have to do with the show, bro?
Why you got Neanderthal on your live? I am a fucking
for the Sun people in the wrong space. So why are they winning right now, Matthew? The links in the chat. You can come on. Links in the chat. We can talk about this. He's a Neanderthal?
Yeah, he's talking about
race traders. But your name is Matheos Raphael Nagos Astafano. That's not African. Oh wait, so you're a gay of Africa? That was you said, Matheos? We gays of Africa should what? Whatever. Oh, but instead of you should concentrate on your grammar and your spelling rather than all this hate stuff. You would do a lot better than what you're doing.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Wait, so I think did he come in there? Low down low. James Baker. So now we know your name, Mr. James Baker. So you will come out here, somebody that you ain't now. Yeah, come out here, act right. All right, what's up?
No. I was saying this right here. Are y'all talking about the Hebrew Israelites?
Yes, sir.
The Hebrew Israelites is one of the biggest cults and fake organizations that's ever been created. Look up Yahweh ben
Absolutely.
Yahweh. Oh, hold on. Look up Yahweh ben Yahweh, 1980s. In the 80s, this man was in Miami, Florida, murdering people. It's well documented.
Yeah,
His name was Yahweh ben Yahweh.
Yep.
And
He was originally a minister in the Nation of Islam. Yep, I've done shows on it.
Another thing is the Hebrew Israelites have been involved also in a shootout. They shot up a kosher bakery, and I'm gonna tell you about the thing is.
Yep, I did shows on that too.
Black people are not the real Jews. I'm gonna tell you something. They want to be the Jews. They want to be the Moors. They want to be from Mars, but they don't want to be who they really are. So they follow these make believe things. You see what I'm saying? Like the Hebrew Israelites, the Moors,
right.
and all that is still in this. You just don't want to accept who you really are.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. Even I've done shows on all the things you talked about. The Moors, we come to find out, yeah, the Moors are African, but they was us, like black African Americans that are in America today. They're a different type of African. They were North African, and they didn't look nothing like what you would see an African American today in this country. And the fact is, when the people say that the Moors was black like us, they were, but they were soldiers. They were slaves that was turned into slow soldiers for the Moorish Empire,
Right.
and
The
almost
thing,
up into. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, until black people be proud of who they really are, they're gonna keep following these crazy myths that we this, we that
Right.
Jesus was black. They gonna come on, man. You following make believe stuff. They gonna keep
Yep.
on following this stuff. And but the thing is though, unfortunately, and down south, a lot of people down south are listening to this stuff. And I live in Los Angeles personally, but but the thing is, people, like a lot of weak-minded people who don't do no research or something, they'll easily believe them kind of guys, the Hebrew Israelites,
Right.
the Moors, you know. It's because, like, if you ain't got nothing going for yourself. Another thing about Hebrew Israelites, a lot of them dudes live in poverty, or people in them, or these people that follow these myths. They ain't got too much going in their life, so yeah, I can just say I'm this and say I'm that. Some of them can't
Yep.
even pay their bills, but they know they the true Jews of the Bible, but they can't pay their
Yep.
phone bill this week. But
And
I'm
that's
a
all that
more
mattered to them. That knowing that they're an Israelite is like having, like, they would say, when I was in the cult also, right? And it's not all like poor broke ass people too. There's some people that had a lot of things going for them, but I also had certain things that they were trying to find out in their life. Certain things they might have been trying to straighten out in their life. And the same reason how the poor person or the person that ain't got shit going on, that other person find this information and be so happy that he will leave all the tools, all the things that he needs to survive in this world, all the things that made him himself, that made him a great person. They will put that all on the back burner for the lie that filled that void that they had. They'll put it all on the back burner. Just like me, I was going to school. I had my own business then. I had a whole lot of stuff going on. The quality of my life went down, but I thought the quality of my life was going up. I saw it going down, but they would say store your treasures in heaven, right? So I'm rich in heaven, right? So this world is going to be done away with. So all those little things, like, you know what I mean, like, your money, paying your rent, and what the Most High always provide. There was a video where a dude was getting evicted. His family left his ass, like his mama, his sisters, and little brother, all left to go live with somebody else or whatever. And he had nowhere to go because I guess where they was going, they wasn't allow his crazy coat behind up in there. So no, he went and did. He said, I'm like the prophets did. I'm gonna go sit in the woods. So this fool went in and, like, I don't know, Siberia is showing the woods behind him and stuff. This fool went up in the damn woods and lived up in the damn woods. He said, I have my sword, which is his Bible. That's all he needed. He had his
but
backpack with his Bible, you know what I'm saying? Probably his phone to do research and read stuff. That's all he needed.
here's the thing
And
though,
it's a
right?
fucked up thing on your brain that you think
Right.
that you can survive like that. But some
I
people, it's a good thing, sort of, because so if something really disastrous happens, like this whole thing that we just went, epidemic thing we just went through, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, right? Or things would get that bad where people would be living out on the street or in the woods or something like that. If you got that fear, you'd be pretty good because your mind is already set for it. A normal
but
person that got a 9 to 5 and all hell breaks loose, and now you got to go live up in the woods, you can be a miserable dude. But a Hebrew Israelite, he gonna be at home because he gonna
but
think
I
he like the prophets.
but I want to say this though. But now with these groups, some of them get like they got real big. but the heads of the organizations, I'm straight up, they be taking vacations, they send their kids to private schools. What they'll say, oh,
Yeah.
this stuff. One dude, he stole. I don't want to say his. I don't know if you let me say his name, but he stole $500 from a lady to go take a trip out in California because she was listening
Yeah,
to
say
this
his
guy.
name.
Straight up, Zabak. You ever heard of Zabak and the House of
Yep, I know
Israel?
Zabak. I used to listen to the Zabak in the 90s. Yep.
Zabak.
When I was going to school in New York City, after class and stuff, I used to listen to Zabak every day after class.
Well, Zabak, what he do? And he ain't got no job or nothing. He live off them women. But what it happens though is people have been giving him a lot of money. It's like a hustle for him though. He trust
Yeah,
me, he
it's a
coming
hustle.
up. He coming up. General Yohana, ISUPK. That man ain't
Yep.
got to worry about nothing.
Nope.
Now
And
the
where he
people,
came from, he was in the head school, and after the 2000 prophecy, he disappeared. Tahar from GMS said he was a heroin addict, but the only one I know of was Zabak but Tahar after the 2000 prophecy, Tahar was still going. And
right,
that's why a lot of people, when YouTube started, a lot of people started attacking Tahar because Tahar had the upper hand on the whole cult as far as members and stuff. So they wanted that money too.
I was gonna say he dead now. Do you remember the Comforter? The
Yeah, I did a
Taza,
show on him. Yep,
now Tazazaki was definitely coming up off that thing. That man had
for sure.
Maseratis and stuff. He was a straight up hustler. But here's some people in it was broke. They were sleeping in parks, man,
Yeah,
collecting cans.
because they had 40% tights. I used to go there before he became the Comforter. Like me and Tazadaki around the same. Well, me and him was around the same age. He dead now, but we were like the same age. And when I was going to the ISUPK, not the Johanna ISUPK, the original ISUPK, where Tazadaki was before they turned it into Israelite Church of God of Jesus Christ. It was called UPK, right?
Right.
And I was in class with what made me get the hell up out of there one night. So I was listening to the Bach in the daytime, wait till it get dark and go to classes there. So I'm up in there and they try to get their little offerings and shit, right? So I get my
Right.
little $1 or $2, whatever I got, right? I make sure I have a little something to put up in there. Now, and I believe if I'm not mistaken, it was Johanna. This is when Johanna was one of the 7 or whatever. Johanna came up to the podium and said, yo, listen here, we ain't got enough money. Y'all gonna have to dig deep in y'all pockets. The Most High, you don't want to rob the Most High. Do you want to rob the Most High? He started reading the scriptures. Robbing the Most High and his tithes and offerings. He kept reading that scripture. Passed the basket around again. We still ain't got enough money. He passed that damn basket around about 5 times.
Right.
And I look at the door. He got the guards blocking the door so nobody can leave.
Yeah. I think I don't know if the Nation of Islam started that kind of stuff. Because if you go to the Nation of Islam, this was back in 2010, they'll pass the collection plate around twice and then have an offering for Farrakhan. They'll have it for the temple, for the mosque, and then they'll have an offering for Minister Farrakhan. A lot of them people, it's a hustle for these people. They coming up hard.
Yep, like the Nation of Islam. I tell people, Nation of Islam members will kill your ass. Like a lot of them people join in the prison. They murderers and all that stuff, and now they feel Elijah Muhammad saved their life. So what you think they'll do for you, Elijah Muhammad? They'll kill your motherfucking ass. Say something about the Nation of Islam. Like I know what Nation of Islam is. I know people that and they'll tell you. They won't tell you like publicly, but they'll like tell you the side. You know what I'm saying? I know people that been in prison, they spend time, all that stuff. They'll tell you. And we see it in the movies. Look at The Wire when they had the Nation of Islam hitman dude. A friend of mine in the music industry, he told me about Jodeci. Casey and JoJo and stuff, how they manages the Nation of Islam head and how he be extorting them, like making them perform for, like, no money. All types of crazy stuff going on. Threatening them like, yo, you better kick your ass on that stage.
All right, brother. I'm gonna let you get back to your live though. I just want to chime in.
Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
Welcome anytime. Okay, we got I didn't know y'all dropped off, yo. I just noticed it, so I put you back in. Jasmine Fly. We always got to deal with Jasmine Fly up out here. That's my old girl though. She cool. She the only Hebrew Israelite. I get on her, but I don't get on her like I get on everybody else. Who are we really? Take a DNA test and find out who you are.
It costs $100.
Cause yeah, and you can't.
On Ancestry.com, you got 23andMe.
You're an Israelite.
Everything.
You can't. You can make a speculation with that Bible. You want to use that Bible and speculate, but you have no hard evidence that you come from Israel. There's no possible way. There ain't no way. General Sadi and said, "Are you serious? He's one of the most stupidest fucking motherfuckers out there too. He's entertaining, but his shit is trash. His scholarship is trash. I used to listen to that dude. It's a joke. It's the same stuff that I was saying, that blackology shit. That has no, it's just a bunch of made up shit. And anything that don't sound right, that proves them wrong, is because of the white man lied. White man lying to you. Who are we really? Name, landmass, origin. Well, I don't know who you are, Jasmine. I can tell you I can't tell you where I come from. I'll put it like that. I ain't take no DNA test, none of that shit. I know I'm Black American. I'm African American. I know that. You know what I'm saying? But
Killer, you're a Darius Rucker.
Oh, you blocked him? All right.
You hear me?
What'd you say?
I said you're a Darius Ruckerian.
A what? What the fuck is that?
Darius Rucker, a Darius Ruckerian.
What the fuck is that? Don't be starting no new cult shit up out here.
Joke here. You look like Darius Rucker.
I don't even know what it is. Stop playing, motherfucker. Darius Rucker. I don't know who the fuck that shit is.
Yes, you do. Who didn't vote for him? Wagon Wheel?
Huh?
Killer, you know who Darius Rucker is?
No, I don't know who the fuck that is.
The lead singer for Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, fuck you, yo. Fuck you. Fuck you. Siberius. I done heard. I used to hear that shit when I was younger and shit. Fuck you.
Fuck that. You're a Darius Ruckerian.
Wait, hold on. What Jasmine said. The only thing made up is American history. How can you prove that? Now you wanted proof. Now what's the proof of yours? What's your proof? You don't have any.
Okay, what's she's saying? American history.
But you're an Israelite, but you'll put down Christianity. That's the most craziest shit thing ever. If anything, you could put down the damn Torah, because you can't prove none of those motherfuckers existed. But you can, in the Bible, you can prove some of that shit, or at least have writings and stuff around the time when these incidents or whatever happened. So there's more evidence. Like I don't believe that whole all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I believe a lot of it's a mythology. They might have been a man who had those characteristics and all that stuff, and like he good man and he taught people and stuff. And later on, they made him like a deity, right? Which I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that. If that's how people feel, they do it all the time in South America and the islands and stuff with the good people that died and stuff. They make them saints. And when people give their prayers and stuff, they pray through those saints. There might be a saint of mourning. So if somebody died, you burn a candle to this saint. And that was a real person. But now he's dead. So you believe that he's with the higher power, God or whatever. So when you pray through him. Same thing as the way people pray through Jesus to the Most High. The same thing. So I would say that's closer to reality than all that other stuff. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not telling y'all to go out here and think that way. Don't ever think that shit. That's my, because I could be wrong. Right? Said, speaking for the group. What do you mean?
What's that supposed to mean? Speaking for the group?
All right. So your genealogy says that you're an Israelite? Because I know you subscribe to the whole Hebrew Israelite thing. Huh? Jasmine always paints herself in the corner and stuff. That's why I like Jasmine. She always paints herself in the corner. She come over here. I'm gonna put Sister Cherry on your behind. But so Jasmine, my people, the so-called black people of the U.S. Okay, right on. Same here. So you think those people are Israelites, that they came all the way from Israel, got put on some slave ships and shit, and brought over here. But there's also truth too that not all black people over here were slaves. Not all black people came here as slaves. But Jasmine, but you have the Hebrew Israelite doc. Did you not hear what the viewer just came on here and said too? That we have a problem with not wanting to be who the fuck we are. It's something that they look in the mirror and they don't like what they see. But instead of just looking at the individual, they want to look and change a whole goddamn thinking everybody like them. I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Oh, Becky with the bullshit up in here.
Yeah, that's just something that kind of throws a monkey wrench into their
corruption. You know. But like a lot of that stuff that you claim is corruption never even happened. I'm not like, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but from what I found out after I left the cult, I started doing a lot of things because I when you in a cult for that long, you think a certain way, and like even though you left the cult, you still got that way of thinking. You can't like Brainstorm like kind of got me with that one day, and she was like, "You think all that shit out of you and shit?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Then I had to think, I had to back up. I'm like, "Shit, I'm lying like a motherfucker." Shit. I'm lying like a motherfucker. I had to sit there and think about that shit. I'm like, yo, there's a lot more. Like, I think I cleaned up the majority of this shit, but there's a lot of deep down stuff that's still in me. Like the way I act, the way I talk. Like, people like, yo, stop yelling in my fucking house. I be over people's houses screaming. They be like, yo, nigga, stop yelling in my motherfucking shit. Like, you run this motherfucker. I just talk loud because the cult taught me to speak with authority. So when I speak, I speak loud. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I don't notice, like what the cult did. There's a lot of things. The way how I look at certain people, or just the mannerisms of somebody and stuff, may have me think a certain way that I have to catch myself and look and say, yo, did I pick this up from the cult? There's some shit I picked up before the cult, and that the cult help it grow, help those ways of thought grow. Cause like I was a perfect candidate. Like the transition was easy for me. Like not eating pork, that was easy as fuck because I was a vegan, already a vegan before I came a Hebrew Israelite in the 90s. I became a vegan like 91, from 91 to like fucking like 2000. They made me eat meat because of the Passover. They say you can't be a vegetarian. You got to eat meat. How you gonna the Passover commandment? So you're gonna have to eat meat. But that was another way of them breaking me. So they took something that a belief that I held close to. Like I was a real vegan. I wasn't the vegans out here now. Like out here wearing Jordans and shit, talking about they vegan. I didn't wear no leather products. I didn't wear no animal products at all for that whole time. Canvas shoes or fake the fake leather shoe. I remember the fake leather skate shoes and shit came out for like vegans and stuff. I had those shits. And I remember they had the hemp Adidas and stuff. So I didn't wear no leather belts. All my belts was like cloth. I didn't wear no leather products. So like, wait, I never seen you discuss your grievance with any of the. Huh? Where you been, Jasmine? Jasmine, where the hell you been? So I never seen you discuss your grievance with any so-called cult leader. What, like Nate? I talk shit about Nate. I talk shit about goddamn Tahar. You know I fuck up Mr. Judah Nasty. You already know that, Jasmine. Where you been? You been sipping on something, Jasmine? I think Jasmine been sipping on something. Hell yeah, I eat the shit out of ham sandwich. What? Put a ham sandwich in front of me, see what I'll do with that motherfucker. I'll fuck that shit up. I had to go into the pork slowly, though. I did. Like, I knew this pork, there was nothing wrong with it before I started really eating it. Like, I started off with pork rinds. I was like, God damn. I was eating the pork rinds like I never stopped eating pork rinds. Been 20-something years. Over 20. No, 30-something goddamn years. I only been eating pork for like, what, year and a half, maybe? Maybe. I eat that shit. I got me a pork roast in this motherfucker right now. Shit. That shit ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with pork. Go watch my pork video. I got a video on pork where I disprove all the motherfuckers shit that people say about pork. And how all these animals got the same shit the pork got in it. Cow, beef, goat, lamb, all that shit.
Hey, killer.
And what it was that made pork bad, and people got that shit from Elijah Muhammad and all that shit, right? When he wrote that book, To Eat to Live, it was before the 1940s. It wasn't until 1940 when the United States government put rules on how meat was raised and processed. So that's why, say, like, for instance, right? If Siberians go out there and kill a deer in the woods right now, right? He couldn't butcher that deer up and sell it. He would go to jail. He would go to jail for selling it. Am I right or wrong, Siberians? You can sell the motherfucker, but somebody find out.
You can't commercialize game animals.
Right. Like, so you could give it away.
Yeah, you can give it away. So, for example, a deer is a game animal. You can't kill it and then sell the meat. But there's fish, like, for example, like a bass. That's a game fish. You can't sell bass at the market. But a catfish is not a game fish. You can catch catfish all day long and sell it legally.
I didn't know that. I gotta look that shit up. Huh.
That's why you don't see largemouth bass at the food line, but you see catfish at the food line.
You right, you don't see bass.
Yep, or brim.
Largemouth bass and shit like that. You right.
You don't see snapper.
Oh, shit. I gotta look more into that. But with the pork thing, the pork had a lot of parasites and stuff, but now they treat the animals. They give it antibiotics and all types of shit to treat the animal for that. Plus the conditions where the pig was unsanitary and stuff. So now you only can have so many animals in a certain amount of space. You know what I mean? So United States made meat safer to eat. Now, the reason why the shit was fucked up in the first place, because people fed their pigs. Like when I was down south, my grandparents, they had the hog pen and shit. They didn't have a garbage man. There was no garbage man. Siberians will tell you that shit. They ain't got no fucking garbage man out there. You burn your garbage. Am I still right about that?
Or you haul your own garbage.
Huh?
Or you haul your own garbage away.
Yeah, well, you got your trash. You don't put that motherfucker like I put my trash out on the curb Monday morning. Put my garbage bags on the curb Monday morning, and the garbage truck come and pick that motherfucker up. Everybody got their garbage out in front of their house on Monday morning, and they come pick it up, throw it in the truck, and they gone. And I remember down south, they ain't no motherfucking garbage man. So all your trash, you have a big barrel or you have a pit that you put your trash in, and you set it on fire. Tin cans and everything, ain't no recycling, none of that shit. And like when you eat, like you rake your plate in the garbage and stuff, all your leftover food, your bones and leftover rice or vegetable or whatever and shit. They had the hog slop. They had a bucket in the kitchen. You had your garbage can, the garbage container or whatever, and then you have your bucket for the slop. So you got some leftover grits in the morning, some leftover spaghetti sauce or whatever the fuck. You pour that in the slop. You put everything in that fucking bucket, and you take it outside and you pour it in the pig fucking trough, and the pig come and eat that motherfucker. And that's how they live. And guess what? That's where all those diseases come from. Because you got rotten shit sitting in the pig and he eat it. The pig don't give a fuck. That shit have mold on it and everything. Pig eat that shit out of that motherfucker. What's up, Seven? That's just what it is. Like, and now people don't do that. Like you see now, grass-fed pork, grass-fed beef. The conditions is different. And when you raise those animals like that, you don't have a lot of the things that the animals had before. And don't think because you eating beef that it's safe. There's no parasites or any worms or anything like that. There is. And another myth too of people do talk about is, oh, you take pork and you pour soda or Coca-Cola on a ham, worms gonna come out. That's total bullshit. But watch the videos. Search for my video on pork. It might be in the lessons thing or something like that. It's somewhere on my channel. But it's that was a really good video I did. I brought out a lot of information. A lot of people didn't know.
Into this, and y'all can look up behind me. But I've been on nothing but like a straight carnivore diet. I eat nothing but meat. And one thing that you was texting me yesterday about, I think it was, or you sent me that video. Well, I'm here to tell you that humans, well, at least humans like me, I come from a colder climate. There ain't that many fruits and vegetables where my ancestors come from. So I do not need fiber. I have proven this, that I do not need fiber. And honestly, any sort of depression, any sort of mental disability, mood, libido, all that improved. My strength, my sleep quality, everything has improved whenever I switched to all meat. A lot of steak. Pork actually has more vitamins and minerals in it than steak does, but steak has more protein. But pork is very, very good source of protein. Okay, all this, it's unclean. No, it's not. Cook your pork. But yeah, pork is extremely nutritious. And like you was telling me, Killer, that doctor doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, maybe his people need to eat fiber because he's a rice farmer. Not to be racist or anything, but his people have been growing crops for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Like me, for example, I am not lactose intolerant. I can drink milk.
Yep.
And that's just the way it is. And I think it really does come from that I'm a straight up Viking. Like I have the 23andMe. I come from Scandinavia. I come from Northern Europe mostly. And there ain't fruits and vegetables and berries and stuff all year round out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it while the getting's good. You got to eat big. It's going to be mostly meat and fat, animal fat. Sinew and cartilage, things like that. Like whenever I started eating the cartilage on the meat, like the tough part of steak that you have to chew a long time, well, I would take the time to chew it, and my skin got super clear. I didn't have no bumps, and I was still working my butt off every day, like I am now. I'm always working. I'm working on this truck, but I started eating the chewy part, and that's straight collagen. It cleared my entire. It cleared everything up. My skin is super where it was. I done broke out since because I done ate some bullshit since. But while I was super strict on it, man, felt great. Skin was clear. Slept great. You know, everything improved. But I can't speak for everybody. Everyone's different. You know what I'm saying? I truly am like, dude calling me a caveman. Well, that shit's really true. Like, it's very, very true that I'm a caveman. Look,
Jasmine said the Messiah never ate flesh.
Huh? You have canine teeth for a reason. You were a top predator. That teeth right there? You see that?
Now, Jasmine, I got a question. Oh shit, Sabir. Yup. Jasmine said that the Messiah never ate flesh. So didn't the Messiah, Christ, Jesus, whatever you will call him, right? Yeshua, whatever. He went to the Passover every year, right? So he never ate meat. You got to eat the lamb at the Passover.
Hey, Jasmine.
That's part of the Passover.
Jasmine, that's white man to you, not white boy. Please don't disrespect me.
See? Goddamn Jasmine over here getting herself in trouble. You see? Now, you got to explain that. Now, you threw that out here. I got to put Sister Cherry on your behind. Miss Sister Cherry, where you at? I know you up in here somewhere. I remember I put Sister Cherry on Jasmine before. I wonder if Jasmine keeps all 613 of them. Ah! All 613 ain't for me. I am a woman, not a priest, not a man. Okay. I know from the country. I know I'm from the country. Compost ain't what makes hogs nasty. Maybe not. But like Maggie said, it wasn't eaten in Egypt either. Why? Because they use those animals to get rid of their garbage. Just like I said, what they do down south. And you're eating, the pig is consuming things that, just like, all right, here in Connecticut, right? I live right on the Sound, right? I can smell the salt water from here. And there's certain fish, like bluefish is the main thing people fish for out here. Bluefish, striped bass, porgies just started coming out here. This is like freshwater stuff, like, right? But you got regulations on what you can catch. If you catch a bluefish, that motherfucker got to be damn near a yard long. That shit got to be big as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? And you can't even eat that motherfucker. You can't, the shit, I think, what, 34 or something inches long for you to keep it. Just to keep it. You keep that motherfucker if you want. The game warden see your ass, you going down. You get $100 every inch that motherfucker under. So it tells you that you can only eat 2 meals of that fish a week because of the mercury content that's in it. Now, where it gets the mercury from? It just don't swim around and get mercury in it. It gets the mercury from the smaller fish that it eats. The bunker. You got bunker fish. And so, well, bunkers are vegetarians. Bunkers don't, I don't think bunker eat me. I think I'm sure on that. Bunker, because you can't catch bunker with a hook. Like, you can't fish for bunker. You have to snare them or net them. That's the only way you can catch bunker. Like, you can sit out there with a hook with bait on that shit all day. A bunker not going to hit that shit. You can put it right in the middle of a school of 1,000 of them motherfuckers. They are not going to bite that shit. It's a hook that comes through and you snag them. That's how you catch them. You throw the hook in it's like a weird hook thing that zigzags through the water and it hooks it. But anyway, the bluefish, the striped bass, they eat that. Right? And the mercury be inside those fish. Not a lot, because you can eat small fish, like the small bluefish called snappers, right? You can eat snappers like a motherfucker all day. It don't got that high concentration of mercury in it. But the bluefish eat the fuck out of the snappers, and the striped bass eat the fuck out of them fish. So the mercury content goes into the bigger fish, and that's where you have a large like percentage of mercury or whatever PCBs or whatever they call it, this shit in the fish, and you can't consume it. Like you can if you want. Some people don't give a fuck. Like me, I don't be giving a fuck. I be eating that shit, right? But I fry the shit out of something. I feel like that shit don't be up in there once I done fried the shit out of it. But it probably do. But see, those things, all that stuff goes inside of that animal, then you consume it. Know what I'm saying? Like pregnant women ain't supposed to eat that shit at all. They're like, you ain't supposed to eat none of it if you're pregnant. So it's a lot of crazy stuff. Damn, Jasmine head up in here. Shit. Sorry, Jasmine. You did this shit. You do it to yourself every time. Motherfuckers on your head now. He ate fish, eggs, and lamb. Oh, I thought that was Jasmine saying that. All right, 7. Where is it that motherfucker was eating eggs? There's a scripture on him eating eggs? But that's the Last Supper, Jasmine. That's the Last Supper.
Fish, eggs, and lamb is carnivore. Hyper carnivore.
Yep. But what did he do? He sent them to go get the lamb. I know. But you said, okay, so we had a doctrine that me and the brothers, like not in the school, this is when we were lone wolves out here. We came up with a doctrine on the Passover, we're not supposed to eat lamb. We said we're supposed to be eating Yahweh Shai. So basically what we meant by that is eating of all the things that he taught while he was on this earth, eating as in learning. So that's where I think it was pretty dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a pretty dope little thing, that cult thing we done came up with. But that Last Supper is supposed to be the last time we supposed to be consuming lamb. That's how we came up with it. But Jasmine, you said he didn't eat no meat. So that kind of like what happened afterwards and what happened before, that's two different things. But that was that time. But you made a statement saying that he was dead vegan. If I'll find that shit, I'll scroll up and find that motherfucker. Where that? Let me see if I can find it. Sometimes it stops me from seeing the whole thing. There you go. It says no animals for me. The Messiah never ate flesh. Now you got some explaining to do now.
My girl is she's a vegetarian. She'll eat shrimp and stuff though. So I guess she's more like a pescatarian. And she's super duper like super health conscious, and like she's super racist too, which is kind of funny. It's kind of just like y'all. Vegetarian, like instead of going to Zaxby's, she wants to go to the farmer's market and get some, a mango or an apple or, and it seems to work out well for her. She's super duper lactose intolerant, but she has a I've showed you a picture of her before, Killer, didn't I?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. What would you say her features are like? She's very thin, high cheekbones, kind of on the lighter side. She's very like East African.
You talking about the one with the mom knew the girl that was in the coat?
No. That's my ex, unfortunately.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, the new one.
Fucking Siberians. Fucking excellent to the next one. But Yeah. I'm not gonna say what I said before and shit, but I forgot how you was just
She
putting
has
the
that
thing
look,
here.
though. Like, if she has that look, man, and like she's super duper vegetarian, and she kicks ass. Like she's not weak or anything, and all she eats is vegetables and fruit and alkaline water and
Yeah.
shit. She be getting on my nerves. Like, what you want to drink? She's like, pineapple juice. I'm like, I'm at the fucking 7-Eleven, girl. Ain't no pineapple juice here. What else you want? Yeah, you getting on my damn nerves.
The goddamn pineapple juice and shit.
Do you have point 4 alkaline water? No, they have water. They have like what you want?
Got
Like
him, Seven. Got her, Seven. I was waiting for Siberians to stop talking so I could say that. See, she always paid herself in the corner. I told you, I called that shit. I said Johnson's gonna paint herself in the corner. Watch. Damn, Jasmine. I be rooting for you sometimes too. I be rooting for you. Then you be just mess that shit up. Yes, if he was a Nazarite, he's not supposed to consume wine either. He's not supposed to take nothing from the vine. Consume nothing from the vine. So, got him. Got her.
wine is from a vine, right?
Yeah, the grapes, nigga. That's it.
Yeah,
Where the fucking shit come from the grape?
It's also the piss and shit from an animal called yeast.
That's where yeast come from?
Yeah, it's piss. They eat the sugar and they piss and shit out alcohol. Yeah.
I don't know about that shit, nigga. Yo, Neggy, we need your expertise on this shit.
I'm telling you what it is. No, I'm right.
Yeah,
I don't believe that shit. Yo, Neggy.
Yeah, yeast is a fungus. So what happens is the yeast multiplies. Yeah, like yeast is in the air. That's the weird thing. There's also yeasts of other kinds.
Are you sure yeast is a fungus? I think it's in the animal kingdom.
It is a fungus. It's not an animal. What it does is it multiplies like a microbe. There's a physical version of it because of the spores. That's what you see.
Kayla, Google that real quick. This is a friend. I'm challenging you from a friendly point of view. I think yeast is an animal.
Kayla, can you Google because it's a microbe. It really isn't an animal. Animals have more complex, bodies than that.
Bacteria is considered in the animal kingdom.
Not as far as I know.
Yeah. Animal, fungi, plants, and then viruses.
I thought yeast was some shit that like grew on grain, like a fungus or something that grew on grain.
Yeah,
or some shit. And they took that shit from that.
On Google without getting off of here. I don't think.
Because it's not an animal. I know that. I know that there's a difference.
I think Siberians mean that it's like a living organism and shit. Like when you make yogurt, they say like the live active cultures.
Yes, it's alive, but it's alive like plants are alive or bacteria. It's not an animal.
Well, look, it's the waste product of a living thing. Alcohol is the waste product of a living thing. That
ain't nobody trying to hear that country ass scholarship. No, sir.
Yeah. It's a waste product of a thing that is alive. It's not an animal. That's not the same thing.
Kayla, when you go to drink your Ice House 40 tonight, I want you to remember this.
Wait, here's what it's a fungi. Yeah. Yeast are uric single celled microorganisms classified as a member of the fungus kingdom. The first yeast originated hundreds of millions of years ago. At least 1,500 species are currently recognized.
Okay, it says right here, yeast are found worldwide in soils and on plant surfaces and are especially abundant in sugary mediums such as flour, nectar, and fruits.
Hey, proof is in the pudding. There it is.
See, it says yeast are widely distributed in nature and commonly occur on grapes and other fruits. They're also found in dust and water and may be found on the skin and in the intestinal tract of humans and animals. And Jasmine said, I saw Jasmine say something about kosher wines don't have no yeast in it. That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
You're talking about the she's talking about the sulfites or something. What they call it?
That is alcohol has to have yeast. That's one of the main ingredients.
Yeah, that's what alcohol comes from,
man.
Yeah,
like the yeast. I guess is on the grape skins and stuff like that too.
I mean, all you gotta do
I saw something where they were making wine with grits. I gotta look into that, like how that shit works.
You can make alcohol
instead of using yeast, they're using grit.
That's why they call it a spirit. When you distill something to its purest element, that's why they call liquor spirits, because you distill it down to spirit, to its final essence. That's what liquor is. And you get that with yeast, and you can just take mash, whether you're making grape wine or muscat or whatever, grit wine, who fucking cares? All you gotta do is leave it outside, a little bit of air get to it, and you'll cultivate wild yeast.
Yep. Come on, nigga, you ain't had to do all that and shit. They doing extra shit. Lee Jasmine, she cool. She just be misinformed. She be uninformed on a lot of shit. I fucks with her and shit. I like Jasmine.
Well, that's fine. Sometimes I just gotta give it to
her. But then you like shit. But fuck it, the fact remains. Goddamn it, she won't be getting beat up and shit if she don't open her mouth.
You know,
you have to just like
Nigga crazy, yo.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he's not our Elon Musk, man. This should have been dope as fuck.
I'll put Niggy on a roll now and shit. He just smoked he just smoked Siberius and shit. Now he go with that Jasmine and shit. Niggy on the roll. He said, "They no goddamn fucking."
How many?
You saw? I was like, I don't know about that shit, Siberius. You know who I gotta go to? I gotta ask Niggy and shit. Niggy came right through with that shit.
How many I gotta
Yo, debate him on that shit, Niggy. Debate him on that shit. Y'all still got a debate y'all supposed to do. I'm still waiting for that shit.
About magic and how it's not good.
He won it. What are you talking about debate? I'll take that. Take that L.
You will. That's right. You will.
Neggy, don't talk to me about it.
She said you don't wake up early enough, Neggy.
Neggy, don't talk to me about
it. See, Jazz is a good sport. Well, 7 was on her head too. She lucky Sister Cherry wasn't up in here.
Neggy, I put the big yeast curse on you, man. Your first piece will be the big yeast infection hookup.
I got fungus infections. Don't worry about me. I can clear that up easy. I got all kinds of, fungal.
What the fuck, Neggy? All right, we need to know all that shit.
Fungus.
You don't tell people you have
fungus infection.
A fungal. You telling me you have a fungal scrot infection?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying I know fungus. Don't put words in my mouth or anything else for that matter.
Damn, 7 is beating up on Jasmine. This is bullying right here. This is bullying.
Neggy, you gotta be careful what you put in your mouth, man. It might have a yeast infection.
Yo, say, look at him, a glutton and a drunkard.
Yo,
how he got drunk, Jasmine?
I got a favorite ass.
Jasmine,
yo, Siberius, I got a favorite ass for you.
A what now?
A favorite.
A favorite? A favorite of what?
Can you possibly do like make stocks go up with your magic?
No.
Shit.
No, No,
I would have made all them fucking money, man. I would have put call options and everything. I would have done all types of margin calls, baby. I'm like, come on, Siberian. Fuck me money.
I think the matrix is broken with stocks and cryptocurrency, and then the powers that be had enough of fucking retards getting rich, and they shut that shit down. That's what I think happened.
Goddamn.
The matrix was broken, man. It was too easy. I mean, I even made a bunch of fucking money. Like, I made some good ass money.
Oh, but shit.
The matrix was broken.
Yup. I ain't fucking with that shit.
Y'all want to see some white people shit?
What? What, you got a tractor?
No, I got a pet snapping turtle right here.
Unbelievable.
Yep, check him out.
That's some white folk shit.
He's cool, man. This is a common snapping turtle. He's sweet. He's nice.
That motherfucker gonna run away.
Nah, he's cool. He's chilling. He knows he's got it too good.
Man, turtles can't run. They slow as fuck.
Common snapper turtles are very fast.
Yeah, that motherfucker on sand too and shit. That motherfucker be out.
Yeah, the common snapper turtle is one of the fastest, most aggressive turtles on the planet.
Bite the shit out of Siberians and fucking escape.
Yeah, I mean, that could happen. Yeah, sure.
You just left that motherfucker outside?
Yeah, he's in a kiddie pool chilling.
Oh, you got him in the kiddie pool.
That's my daughter's turtle. I got him for Christmas, man. She loves me.
Oh, shit.
People don't realize this. So the snapping turtle, right? People know snapping turtles being very mean. Well, they're mean because they're extremely intelligent. It's one of the most intelligent reptiles on this planet. So when you take something that's very mean because it's smart in the wild and you put it in captivity, it's you can look on you can look he'll let up my hand and won't bite me. Look at
Did y'all hear him? He would sound like a robot. No, you sound like a robot. I don't know if that's me or does he sound good to y'all?
Yeah, I could hear that distortion effect.
Oh, okay. All right, so that is. Damn, Jasmine just getting the business and shit. She don't care either. She be up on this motherfucker tomorrow saying the same shit.
Yeah, she getting the belt right now.
Hell yeah. She was like, I don't care. My Jesus ain't drink no wine. Not my Messiah. Red eyes, black Jesus. There you go. Y'all don't see him on the thumbnail? He right on the thumbnail with his eyes red. For drinking the wine. Wait, somebody else came up here? Oh, somebody dropped off. Sorry, somebody erased. Hold on. Oh, trying to let you in. Trying. So Regis not letting me hit the button. My bad, yo. I can't hit. It's not doing nothing when I'm hitting the button. It's stupid. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so how have you been, Niggy?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. The stocks are finally going up. Fucking finally.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, we did talk about the cult that thinks that you know.
Yeah, Black Jesus and all this shit.
Yeah.
2024, man. That's some more bullshit again.
It's super boring because it's the same stuff over and over. But yeah, we talked about that for sure.
Yeah, like they said, wait, 2019 came and went, ain't bullshit happened. Like,
so yeah,
it's the same old song and dance.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works out, but yeah.
Yeah. And then now Amazon's got a union. A bunch of shit's going crazy.
Oh, they do? They got a union?
Yeah, in New York. Jeff Bezos ain't too happy right now.
No, he ain't.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, man. They deserve a fucking union. But yeah, like, speaking of cults, man, I've been dealing with this other cult. Like, yo, just chill out with it. The whole GameStop shit, like, that's probably not going to happen anymore. They already cheated too hard. Nagy, you heard of the GameStop cult, right?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Wasn't it a thing that people were making money off of GameStop stock?
Yeah, that's the same cult.
All right, fuck all that stock market shit for a minute. I'm trying to let the person know. Well, shout me out. We took on the whole show talking about stock markets and shit. Yeah, Marcella, I thought y'all was listening to me and shit. But Marcella, yeah, there was a Hebrew Israelite group that's going around saying that in 2024, their Messiah, their 400 years of slavery is up. And that their Messiah is returning, and they're going to take the kingdom of Israel. Will take the kingdom. When the Israelites say taking the kingdom, what they mean is taking the world from all the rulers. So the United States, when Yahweh Shai, their black Messiah, falls out the sky. And this is on repeat for me also, Marcella, because when I first became a Hebrew Israelite in the 90s, they had the year 2000 prophecy. And I could tell you on that night, people were waiting in their homes and in the Israelite cult school with swords, waiting for this black man to fall through the clouds to give them superpowers to take the kingdom, which means to kill everybody and kill and enslave everyone. So the men would be murdered, just murdering everybody that don't believe in what you believe in. Men, women, and children. Because you got the scripture in what's that, Psalms? It says, how happy will I be to dash thy little ones against the stones. So they talk that scripture is talking about the Edomites that laughed at the Israelites when they were being carried away into captivity in Babylon. So and the Edomites were laughing at them. They say, race it to the foundation is up, meaning tear down their whole shit, like tear everything down, burn it to the ground. The hell with these Israelites. So the Israelites were saying, and how the Babylonians would mock them and try to make them sing songs. Say, how can I sing this song in this strange land? I'm not in my homeland, so how can I sing one of these songs and be happy? Right? And they say how great would be the day, because the Edomites laughed at how great will be the day that when we could take their little ones, their babies, and dash them against the stones. What's up, Nkosi? Links at the top of the chat. You come on up in here. Let me know if you can't get to it. I'll drop it again. So this is a payback. They believe that because Israelites believe that they've been under captivity of every nation of the earth. So the last captivity is with Esau or Edom or whatever, what they call the rulers of the United States, Great Britain, and all these other countries where what we call so-called white people live at, right? So they want to kill all of these people. And they're women, like they're women. They want to take them as handmaids, bondmaids, and concubines. There was things, the Vok used to say this all the time. That like the white women and stuff, they will take them and have them in the bedchamber, and they will just have to sit and wait for them to feel like they want to get something, and they just bust up in the room and do what they want to do, and she has no control or no say over anything. And on top of that, we'll have a guard watching the room so you don't try to go nowhere. So they believe that they're gonna have supernatural powers and all this other crazy bugged out ass shit. But still, Jasmine, even if it wasn't wine, he's not supposed to consume anything from the vine. We all know the wine was made with grapes because they talk about treading the wine press, right? So that was grape juice. Nazarites are not supposed to consume grape juice either, whether it's alcoholic or not. What the excuse was, Nkosi? Come on up here. Let me drop the thing. She didn't have it. So what happened? The excuse what it didn't happen. What they said was that Yahweh was just testing brother spirits to see who was loyal to him. Or there was another word, so I can't come up with it right now in my head. Basically to see who was really down. To test our faith. That's what they said. The Most High just wanted to test our faith. Who was willing to go the whole way? But really, it wasn't Yahweh testing the faith. It was the cult leaders testing the faith of the members. And what it did, the people that said, hey, this is some bullshit. I'm out of here. I done sold my house. I done sold my car thinking Yahweh Shai going to come back or whatever. And now I got nothing. Right? So those people left. Now, who are those people? Those are the people that the cult don't want in the cult. Those are the people that would say when you're having class, nudge the other person. You heard what that? You heard what the elders say? That's some bullshit right there, nigga. Yo, that's some bullshit. That's wicked, right? The people that those are the people that's gonna notice the things that are wrong, right? Just like me, right? When I was in IUIC, me and his other brother Shem, not Shem, but Shem too. But me and Shem used to talk about all types of shit on the way home and stuff. I used to be on their heads and shit. He used to get mad at me because I used to go in. I'm like, yo, these niggas is wicked. These motherfuckers ain't following this shit, right? And he was like, he down for the cult, but like he also cool with me. So like he'd be like, like he know I'm telling the truth, but it's gonna make him look crazy if he start to lean towards me and not the cult. So one day, me and Khalil, we're sitting at the class outside, we talking, and Chef could tell that we talking about something serious. And he came with it. I hope you brothers not spreading what do you call it? Not Discord. It was something else, something that's like that about the group and stuff. But I'm like, damn nigga, how you know what we talking about? You feel that shit in your damn gut. And it is some bullshit. We just sit there and be like, yo, these niggas is full of shit. Even when the elders, Shaka, me and Shaka used to eyeball each other in class. Like, yo, them niggas wildin'. And we be laughing sometimes. the shit that they be having niggas doing, me and Shocky be sitting there eyeball like, yo, can you believe they making this nigga sit here and do push-ups and shit, my nigga? We be eyeballing each other from the other side of the room and shit. Like, this shit used to be crazy. But yeah, they said they wanted to test their faith and shit. Jasmine's still fighting and shit. I'll leave y'all. I'll stay out of that shit. I'll let y'all get at. Give me 5. Let me feed my dogs. Okay. I'll feed my dogs. Nigga brews do not represent us. But the nigga brews and shit is the Hebrew Israelites. The same people that you're speaking against, Jasmine, right, are the people that solidified your the way you think about your whole thing, this whole Israelite thing. See, this is the problem, like what I said with the internet Israelites. They'll say, I'm not in no camp. I'm not in no camp. But you believe the shits that are in the camp. The camp came up with the shit that you believe in. So how can you say you don't believe in the camp? They wicked, they evil, they of Satan, but follow the shit that they made up. So it's not like somebody else made this up in the camps, well, what y'all call camps. I hate that word and shit, right? Because it's not real. Because the camp is where you teach at. The camp ain't the organization.
Yeah.
The organization is called a school.
Schools.
Know what I'm saying? And any old head like me will tell you that shit right away. This camp shit came up, what, like 2012 or some shit? They started saying that shit. Alizar, I think it was the one that brung that shit up. That brung that out. We got everybody saying that shit. That's another thing. Dude, the Hebrew is like so predictable. Like they can open their mouths. I know like who they learned from. Like, you know what I'm saying? How long they knew this shit and everything. It's because like YouTube's a motherfucker because that's where everybody's learning from. So little thing, I'm not in no camp, but you believe this. I'm not in no camp. Guess what? The camp made that up. So are you willing to get rid of that way of thought? No, I'm an Israelite. But you saying that the camps is wicked and all. You follow. That's like saying you ain't no blood, but you wearing the flag and shit. And throwing up blood gang signs. But you ain't no blood. That's how stupid that shit sound. Yeah, it is. What do you mean you have no proof? You have no proof. Didn't he pass the wine around? What you know what grapes are grown on a vine? You do know that, right? Oh, now. No evidence, just interpretations. I only know that not all Nazarites refrain from grapes. Huh?
Yeah. This is where your IQ starts dropping.
The wicked flee if with no man pursueth. But the righteous stay bold as a lion. Got her on that one. Got her.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Said my squad still crazy and shit. Hell yeah. Now you're right. Now you're talking. Now you.
I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of like beep bop booped.
Yep. I gotta get him on here to talk about that. It's a lot of stuff. Like that you said, this shit is repeat. Like, you know what I mean? It really is. It's like I don't be wanting to do these videos. I'll be like, yo, this is fucking stupid ass shit. But this is what they doing. And like Jasmine, I try to show her shit and stuff, but the rest of these niggas, I'm not trying to convince them of shit. I'm just calling them some stupid, retarded ass motherfucking niggas and shit, and let them be about their business and shit till the government come and snatch them all up. But there's people, normal, regular citizens need to know who these people are. Like I'm winding this thing down now. But yeah, basically, the world needs to know who these people are and what their intentions are. And it's just amazing to me how they in Dimona, they have these motherfuckers in Dimona, Israel. And the Israeli government has no clue of their motives and what they plan. Do you think those Israelites in Dimona are willing to share the nation of Israel when the Messiah returns? No. Hell to the motherfucking no. They want all the motherfucking Jews there to be up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no love for them. They say, "Oh, well, we citizens, we joined your military." No, they joined your military to learn all the training and stuff so they could turn around and use it on you. Just like any other extremist group will join the military and then take the military back and take all the military training back to the cult to teach them. Make you stupid, old English 40s. That's my new name for Jeremiah Judah, Old English, OE 800. Yo, no, speaking of
that's the only way. That's the only way a Nazarite can get pestered anyway.
But speaking of Old English, this is an old school blackology fucking thingamajiggy, right? I think this was Steve Coakley. There's a lot of people that like Steve Coakley with that old Illuminati fucking bullshit, the boule and all that dumbass shit, right? This is one thing that he said too, that OE ain't 800. How you see the ship on the Old English 840 bottle, that was a slave ship. The Old English was a slave ship, and they used to carry slaves by the 800. That's what they said that 40 bottle represents. You know, kind of like how they do with the Marlboro box, how you could take a box of Marlboro cigarettes and you turn on one side, you see a K, you turn the next side, you see a K, then you turn it again, you see another K. So they said it means KKK. And then you got the logo that's on there, the Philip Morris logo. It looks like if you put something over the top of it, it looks like two Klansmen holding a banner. You ever seen that shit, Nagy?
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but
Yep.
you know, if there's a ship on the beer, that probably means if you drink enough of this, you'll end up on a boat, you know, in the Navy, pressed into the French Foreign Legion. You'll be like, "What happened? How did I get here?" "Oh yeah, you joined the Navy. How you doing?"
They used to have that shit in TV shows all the time when motherfuckers they get tricked into join the foreign navy, the foreign what they call that shit, the foreign legion.
The French Foreign Legion. That was like a weird thing that you'd always see, like you were saying, people find themselves in that, and they'd be like, "What happened?"
Yep, foreign legion. That used to be on a lot of TV shows back in the day, even cartoons.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I got it from. This old cartoon called Tintin. Can't hear you.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back. No sound? We got there. All right, hold on.
Oh, it's just me up here now. So yeah, we're almost approaching 2 hours. That's crazy. 2 hours flies by super quick. So yeah, we got like 4 people in here. Anything you guys want to ask me or whatever? I mean, I'm probably one of the 3. I'm probably one of the, one of the people. I know there's at least 3 people on here, so. Oh, now we got 5 people in here. That's it's kind of funny. I guess some people are gonna have to come in and watch the replay, but oh well. It's just crazy how these cults are out here, and even the people that just push that blackology stuff. It's all meant to mess your head up, and most of the time it does mess people's heads up. It's really sad and depressing. People have potential, they end up, self-sabotaging and all that. They just don't use it because the cult or because of some weird thing they heard a friend tell them, hey, there's a YouTube video about this. We're the real Indians. It's like, okay, all right, what does that do for you? Like, oh yeah, slave trade is a lie. They didn't bring us over here. We were already here. It's like, all right, what does that do for you? Doesn't do anything. Does next to nothing. But stupid stuff like that is what gets people every time. Oh, that's a good question. When is his dad going to be revealed? I don't know. Maybe we should get a DNA test. We'll find some DNA from that, Turin shroud or something. We'll find out. We'll have a little Mari episode. Who's not?
Okay, somebody else is back up in here. All right, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. We're gonna have to have a Mari episode for who Jesus' daddy is. Satisfy everybody. Get some DNA test kits that can test, 1,000-year-old DNA.
Yeah, right. Ooh, Jesus' daddy gonna be revealed. That'll be a good one. Yeah, but I'm about to get up out of here. I gotta get ready for the next video and shit. We'll be beat up on Chris Harris some more with his bullshit ass fucking style shit.
I'm gonna be doing that, but guess what? I'll come over here to do it with you too, man.
Yep, that's right. That's how we get down and shit. Why he hiding? Well, you know what's funny? Why they avoid Earth? but always up in the people that he claimed is so slow and dumb. He always up in their face.
Oh, I know exactly why. I could tell you why. It's easy. It's because we're a challenge, and he likes people that are lower than him intellectually.
There you go. Y'all hear that, people?
It's like the guy that hangs out with nobody who has anything smart to say because he wants to be the smartest in the room. He's got to be the. I just need one in the room.
Yeah.
I just need one in the room.
I just need remember that, yo. I just need one in the room. I just need one in the room.
I do.
Yup. And you went over there to speak with him, and he had the nerve to say today that they would never hit that link to come on here. Yeah, we can't hit the link, dummy, because you blocked us.
Yeah. He wouldn't even let me on. I can tell you, I'd go on there and I'd be the one. I'm not even bragging. This isn't bragging. This is just the truth. If I went on
and if he let you on, he wouldn't even talk with you the way that he's saying the people they can't have a conversation. He won't do that. He'll start talking about 4chan and shit. Doing logical fallacies. That the thing that he's so much against.
Yeah. He started talking like he's not an academic. You know what he pretends to be. You know.
Yep.
What he does a poor job at aping, but whatever.
Sad.
Ooga booga.
Yep. Sad. But did I put my cash? Yeah, I put my Cash App thing up in there. Yeah, so we got more information coming. Today and stuff, I just wanted to do something a little different. And so I'm gonna beat up out of I do the personal stuff with Chris real easy, but the scholarship shit is what I'm gonna get out on. And there ain't gonna be no escape from it. And watch how much he avoids that shit. He's gonna avoid us like the fucking plague, just like we know the other person. When you know better, he don't want nothing to do with you when you know better.
Yeah, he can't stand anybody who's got an IQ higher than his. That's one way to get away from him.
And that's not really saying what.
Nope. He'll call me a waterhead, but whatever. Cool.
Thanks, Shabian.
Yeah, good show.
Yeah, so I don't know, y'all gonna see some shit that y'all ain't seen before. Maybe some of y'all seen this shit. Maybe some of y'all saw it and just didn't pay no attention. But like we do over here, we burn shit to the ground, and that's what we're gonna do with these false ass doctrines, this goddamn comedic shit. So stay tuned for that. That's coming. I got a little. I'm gonna deal with some small things and build it up to some larger arguments. But I'm just gonna show his. He's not credible to be giving these people this information because he's lying. Because he sit there and for somebody that claimed to read all these books, how didn't he see these simple mistakes that he made? And then I'm going to start bringing back some old videos and critique those old videos. And y'all going to see why a lot of times Killer B just don't be saying shit. I just be sitting there and let motherfuckers talk. Let motherfuckers talk. And that James Cassell video, when James Cassell, he came on, but he didn't know how to act like a human being and shit. So I kicked him off. But I heard he was whipping on Chris' ass, but Chris was saying something different. So I'm gonna go back and check what because that I remember that day. I didn't want to hear none of that shit. I was just doing a live stream and letting them talk. It was him, that dude Trey, shout out to Trey, and Chris. They was going over some shit or whatever. I wasn't paying no attention to that shit. Like a lot of that shit. But I don't know, y'all. I like to thank all my supporters out there though. Nagy Springfield, Brainstorm Homeschool Academy, Myron Edwards, Sahara Jr., YT, Scary YT Streets, Arcader GT, Yasu, Victor Always, San Miguel TV, Siberian Sleeping Serpent, Josh, Bill Hill, Alon the Rubinite, and John Riggins coming straight out of Kingston. With that, y'all, I would get up out of here. Y'all want to send me a donation to go to Coat Buster thing? I appreciate it and stuff. Y'all can donate something to buy me a cold one and shit. I could use one too. Join the memberships. I got the super thanks. We got the super chat. All that good stuff popping now. I'm gonna be coming up with a lot more good stuff and stuff for y'all. And yeah, that's about it. Well, stay the fuck out the coat. Stop listening to these people. They ain't nobody fall out the sky 2024. And if you believe so, you're more than welcome on the Killer Bee show to talk about it. And which I doubt you will. And Negi, thank you for coming on here, Siberius. Shamian, Admiral Shamian. Special thanks to Jasmine Fly. 7. Who else we had up in here? Marissa, was it Marissa? I don't want to say it. It won't let me scroll. Oh, there it is. Marcella Lopez. Thank you for coming on and getting us back on track because we was going a different direction with the show. So I thank you for that. Who else? Nicozy is up in this joint. I think that was about it and stuff. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Continue to support Killer Bee. Those of y'all that are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Means a lot to me. Hit the like button so we get this video out there. I'm gonna have some heavy shit coming up soon. I know I'm a little slow the last couple of weeks and stuff. I've been doing some things, but we can start with the lessons because those y'all like would have seen some other stuff that I talk about. Y'all go to my lessons playlist. I talk about a little bit more serious stuff like with history and all types of stuff like that. So I'm going to start working on that section of my channel a lot more. I know y'all like all the goofy shit and whatnot, but time for me to get a little serious. I got a cool book that I'm reading too. I want to do a couple of videos on. Some stuff I feel y'all find interesting is on Brazil and the ways of life and stuff with women and stuff in Brazil. I think I'm going to name it Death Angel. I think that's what I'm going to call it. Y'all see why when I do the video. With that, y'all, I'm up out of here. I'm Killer Bee, doggone witch finder general. You found a witch. I'm burning it behinds up. Today's show is sponsored by Common Sense. Explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. And we're up out of here. Y'all, peace. JJ be bad as hell. Bitch, I'm going to jail.